Guys, welcome back to another episode, our 10th episode of the year, to be fair, of WCW. We are right in the middle of the King of the Ring tournament. We have just entered into round 2. Everybody that wrestles tonight, there can only be one winner per match that advances on to the next round. 12 matches will happen tonight, mostly one-on-one matches. Some will be triple threat matches. And then in the last 2 matches of the night, not anything to do with King of the Ring, but there will be a debut, brand new Suzie Lee facing off against Angela Starr. And 3 brand new wrestlers facing off Coyote Cam. Aaron Lee, Jake Plague, who is a member of the channel, and Agent Destined. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. What is going on, guys? Let me fix this up here real quick as well. That way I can see what we're saying. That would be helpful. That would be helpful. All right. Look at that. Agent Destin also in the stream, so that's something. What is going on, JP? Welcome to the stream. Viperio, you are going to get your shot to wrestle Vampero. Now, there'll be another guy in the match, but you'll get that shot. Grady, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Brother Herbie, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Andrew Dubs in the stream as well. Digital, always in the stream. And then Destin Witcher, what is happening? Welcome to the stream. Let's get this thing rolling. So, round 2, King of the Ring, Totes will face off against Juventud Guerrera.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in at 228 pounds, Dude Colorado.
Well, that is just about as close as you're going to get Juventud Guerrera's name. But the juice is loose, little Juvy juice. Going to face off against Totes. One-on-one match. Winner will advance to round 3 of the King of the Ring tournament. So it's tough, like in the beginning.
His opponent, representing the 4 Horsemen from Huntsville, Alabama, weighing in at 258 pounds, the WCW United States Champion and the Universal $1 Million Champion, Frankie the Reaper Fingers.
But yeah, crazy. So whoever wins this match will go on. This is part 1 of 2 of round 2, if you know what I mean. There will be another half of round 2. We still have Billy Kidman, Cecil, Shawn Michaels, Dean, Peyton Hardy, Jace Wagner still in it. Let's see, Strudel, Ed Cardozo, Rowdy, Eagle Star still in it. JP still in it. Sentinel. We're going to see all those guys on the next one. Cheyenne, Bobby Hart, Jane, Mimi, Leslie, Styles, Awesome, Christina, Heather D. So, no title belts on the line tonight, but what is on the line is the crown for the King of the Ring. We are now in round 2. There will be about 4 or 5 rounds until we can get to the end of this thing. So getting started right away, you know, we went out and we looked at a bunch of the sliders. We looked at the stuff that Solo was doing solo season. If you haven't checked him out, go check him out. A lot of fun. I know JP, I believe Digital is also in it. Andrew Dubs, of course, in there as well, as long as Viperio. So definitely some guys. Totes my goats in the solo season as well. So solo season starting to grow. Look at the state of this. Totes my goats putting a beating on old Juvy Juices. And getting things rolling. We see Scarlett back now in the WCW. Haven't seen her in a while, but every time we have seen Scarlett, she has been managing the Four Horsemen. No changes going on here tonight. Going out with that, and look at Juvy Juice doing what he's doing. The juice is loose. The juice is loose. The juicy champion, the people's champion, Juventud Guerrera. Now, Juventud kind of shocked a bunch of people by winning in that first round. And look at him go here tonight, showing you why he is in the second round, putting up a hell of a fight against Totes my goats. Dropping both feet right into the chest, and look at this guy. Totes can't even keep up with what he's doing. Where he's going, he has slowed down just long enough to talk a little trash and then get right back in on doing the stuff. Referee just standing out of the way. You know, that's one of the things. There was a brand new update. They updated all kinds of stuff. Huge patch just came out in WWE 2k24 along with the CM Punk ECW pack. So if you haven't got that or you didn't know it was out, go pick that up. It is in the PlayStation Store or in the respective stores on whatever console or PC you're playing on. Oh yeah, patch is absolutely fire. That is for sure, JP. Now, Totes getting it turned back around in the ring. Scarlett watching closely, just about as closely as that referee is watching, but referee trying to stay out of the way. Now, what I was saying before, these referees have been known to get in the way quite a bit. And look at that little teamwork right there. Totes taking it to the other side, but knowing now that that top turnbuckle pad is off. Will Totes use that, or will he go up top right here? Taking the old Juventud Guerrera up top, but Juicy Loose has turned it around. But didn't turn it around far enough. Referee seeing what's going on. Totes, big power slam. And now rolls up the leg. Referee right on top of the action, but only a 1 count. And of course, once again, we got all the stuff on the screen. We have done it. We have done it every single time, and we did it again. We're like a Britney Spears song. Oops, we did it again. So we will need to get that turned off. Juventud going up to the top rope, trying to put the finisher on him. Misses it. Totes gets out of the way, sets him up. Little mini DDT right on top of his head. What is going on? Sentinel, welcome to the stream. Yeah, Witcher. Witcher's got kids graduating. Now Totes looking like he's getting ready. Trying to get old Juicy Guerrera set up. Hits him with 3 clotheslines. Juventud back up to his feet in the corner. Totes chasing him now, trying to take him back up top again. If you remember, Juventud fought through it on the last one, so Totes just knocks him down to the ground. Knocks him to the ground. throws him back in the ring. No title belts on the line. We know there's a couple title belts, but none on the line in this match. Scarlett, though, going, getting that. Referee not having it, though. I was going to say, getting that kendo stick thrown in, but the referee right on top of the game, he saw what was going on. Now Totes trying to get Juventud Guerrero again, and look at that top rope assisted DDT. You think that would be all over but the crying. Totes going now, rolling up the leg. 1, 2, 3, and then that is a 3 count right there. Totes my goats winning the match.
The following contest is a triple threat Falls Count Anywhere match. Making his way to the ring, representing the Rough Riders from San Diego, California, weighing in at 175 pounds, Rey Mysterio! And his opponents, first, from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in at 250 pounds, Vampero!
How about now? Can you hear me now? I think I figured it out.
Representing the Syndicate from Columbus, Georgia, weighing in at 205 pounds, one half of the WCW
There we go. Okay.
World Tag Team Champions, the Snake Vampero.
I am telling you right now, Viperio, his original looked fire, this looked fire, and look at this, carrying that tag team belt down. Man, I had just been jaw-jacking for a while now, so that is hilarious. But yeah, there are some funny things going on right now in the bikers, the fission starting to happen, cracks in the concrete. Are they going to fill them in, or could that have some ramifications on some of the other factions that are out there right now as well? Could that maybe have something to do with some Horseman stuff going on? We just don't know, but I love Vipero's new look as well. So we are going to have 4 different triple threat matches. 3 of those matches, including this one, will be an elimination match. Last person standing will be the winner of the match. The last one, the 4th one, will be a true triple threat match. First pin will be the only pin that wins it. Now, this is really interesting. You got Viperio, you got Vampero, and you got Rey Mysterio all in the ring together. And so this is going to be really interesting with all the different ways and different things that could go on. The same-ish kind of style, but also very, very different styles and movesets of wrestling. So will they complement each other, or will they absolutely clash? Don't know. We're going to have to wait and find out on that one. Now, Rey Mysterio, kind of the GOAT when you're talking about luchador wrestling. You look at him, you look at Eddie Guerrero, you know, kind of the ones. Vampero also coming from Mexico, taking on a different style of luchador, though, more of that power style. And look at that, jumping through. Now, something that you guys may or may not see. Viperio has got the constrictor added to his repertoire, so he still has the snake bite, but also has the Constrictor, so definitely got to watch out for that. Vampiro now rolling up the leg, and you see these guys are not going to help each other out because they don't need to. At the end of the day, it's going to be the last one, the one who didn't get pinned or the one who didn't tap out. And look at this, in true tag champion form, Viperio just taking a step back, picking a spot. Picked the wrong one, though, and look at Vampiro getting on Viperio. So the Vampire and the Viper tying it up now. Vampiro trying to take advantage of some stuff, throwing the stop sign. Rey Mysterio went underneath the ring to pull something out. Finally gets Totes Magoat's baseball bat. Vampiro sees him coming, though. Vampiro throws him down right on top of that bat. Referee in position, and a 2 count on Rey Mysterio. So absolutely crazy. Crazy. That's funny. I unmuted the microphone and hid the microphone, and so it unmuted it, but it hid it, so it was still technically muted. But on my screen, it looks like I'm talking. We have stuff that are going. The EQ stuff's going, so it looks like it's working, and then it wasn't working. So, good catch by you guys. At least we made it a little bit farther. Crazy things going on at work. Normally, I wouldn't even answer the phone, but when Mrs. Magoats calls, and then my right-hand guy at work, he never calls unless we really need something, and it was justified. Look at the state of this. You would almost think that Rey Mysterio... Oh, there it is. The Constrictor put on Rey Mysterio. Is he going to tap out? Vampiro in the corner. Well, he's tapping something, but he is tapping Vipero's ribs. Finally gets out of it. Now setting him up. Could we see a 619 incoming? Vampiro goes to get out of the way and just jacks it all up. Ends up saving Viperio right there from a worse fate. And just like that, no good deed goes unpunished. Vampiro takes 2 knees right to the scunion. So Vampiro fights through Viperio, gets right back on Mysterio. And if that isn't a bunch of tongue twisters, I don't know what is. Vamp to the Vi to the Rey, you know what I mean? Rey Mysterio now going, rolling up the leg. Look at the Syndicate. The name right on the back of the boots. In case you didn't know it, they're a fiddle player too. Now here we go. Oh, and another one. And another one. Rey Mysterio not only gets guillotine leg drop, but also Vampiro takes a chair shot as well. So here we go. Viperio playing it up to the crowd. Rey Mysterio trying to wait, but look at that. Viperio uses Vampiro to block Mysterio and then gets it set up again. What are we going to see? Oh, try to go for the snake bite, but ends up missing it. And here we go. Rey Mysterio now swinging that kendo stick. Thought he was going to go for the pin. Now does go for the pin. Viperio still on the ground. Referee jumping all over. And gets a 2 count on Vampiro. But you can bet your bottom dollar that the sun will come out tomorrow. No, you can bet your bottom dollar that coming up very shortly, we're probably going to see the end of this match, and it is going to happen quickly. So Rey Mysterio trying to set up the 619. Viperio stopping it. Vampiro trying to get in the way. Viperio not having it, though. Picks him up. There it is again. Now goes, grabs the leg. 1, 2. And Vamp Kicks out again into Rey Mysterio now. Getting the trash can. And very wisely, Viperio, whether he wanted to go for the pin or not, actually used the pin to get away from Rey Mysterio. Ends up not quite working out in the end, but very smart move on his part. Vampiro trying to get back. I thought he was eyeballing that trash can, and look at this. Rey Mysterio hit him right at first, but then kind of head hit that trash can. He was grabbing the back of his neck. Viperio just hit him with a snake bite, but I don't know if it landed. And now Bulldog. But look at this. Rey Mysterio not even moving. Look at that. Uses that trash can to split open Rey Mysterio. Throws it out of the way. Thought he might be going for a pin. Now is 1, 2, 3. And whoever wins next, whoever gets this next pin will advance in the tournament to round 3 and come one step closer to becoming our brand new WCW King of the Ring. Vampiro now getting up. Viperio got his arms up in time to break that fall. Protected his neck before hitting it, but look at this. Big choke slam. Big choke slam by Viperio. Looks like he is out. 1, 2, and kicks out into Vampiro. Can't even believe it. Vampiro trying to prove it should be VA and not VI. Now breaks the kendo stick over his head, gets him, and that, thought he was setting him up and is setting him up. Is Vampiro going to be able to get back to his feet? He does, but look at that. Only 2 guys I know that do that move, and that is the first time we've ever seen it, but Viperio hits it. So what I would like to call the Surfer Dude, he went for the Constrictor, but misses it. Vampiro now goes, grabs the leg. 1, 2, 3. And the Constrictor ends up costing Viperio the match. Now you gotta believe. Had he been able to lock that Constrictor move in, that would have been the match. But Vampiro escapes narrowly and moves on to round 3. And you gotta believe too, that has gotta be one of the bigger kind of upsets. I don't think people saw that one coming, but coming it did. And now Vampiro moving on. So Totes my Goats and Vampiro both moving on in the King of the Ring contest. But can Misty Watson or Pamela Hart move on in the Queen of the Ring? That's what we're about to find out next.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring, representing the NWO from Austin, Texas, one half of the Universal Women's World Tag Team Champions, the Grim Reaper, Mighty Watson.
Misty Watson and the NWO, our longest running faction, but also longest running, not just women's faction, but overall faction. New World Order on the women's side have been dominating, and now Misty tagging up with Kylie Watson and becoming the Universal Women's Tag Champions. Can she advance in the Queen of the Ring?
Representing the Hart Foundation from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Pamela Hart.
Have some different ideas for Pamela Hart, maybe even a name change. We'll have to see what happens. I don't know. I've got some pretty cool graphics for a Hart of a different name. We'll have to see. what we do there. But the problem is Pamela Hart, very successful, along with Holly H. Hart in our universe. So there, we might just have to add a fourth Hart sister. Big things coming down the pike, too. We know about the syndicate, but big things coming down the pike for the Hart Foundation as well. You know, before I didn't mention any of the rumors that I'd heard about the syndicate when it was happening, but we have been hearing rumors about the Hart Foundation. We have been hearing rumors about the Four Horsemen. We'll have to see how that plays out, but just remember, you heard it here first. Round 2, part 1 of the men and women's King and Queen of the Ring event. Misti Watson, too, one of the more dominant wrestlers that we have had, doesn't get a lot of the credit for how dominant she has been. Mostly because, you look, you got Cheyenne Davis in that same faction. You got Heather Dozier in the same faction. So, that does make it hard. But you have 4 really good women wrestlers. And there might be a 4th or a 5th coming before you even know it. But right now, Pamela Hart trying to show why she has the last name of Hart. One of the more technical wrestlers you're ever going to run into, Misti. One of the stronger wrestlers she's going to run into. So power on technique. That is what we are fighting right here tonight. You know, it's one of the funny things, too. You know, we look at the different videos that we put out every single day. For some reason, the Misti video just not taking off. Now, it has in the past, but for some reason this time it is not. So we're going to keep looking into that, seeing what goes on. I think I figured out some of it, but remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live, share the video. Sharing is caring, and I meant to do this anyway, so let me just go ahead and get some looks at this. It is so funny every time I go to do this. I just about forget how I did it. Hopefully we can figure that out, but we are going to give away some free memberships right now. We just got to get in to where it's at. And look at this, Misti. Now, standing right on her hair and pulling up, you know that's gotta hurt. You look at this head, we ain't got no hair, and that's why. Huge 360 punch, is that gonna do it? 1, 2, and Pam kicking out in 2, but holy Moses. You gotta know that absolutely crazy. Now Pam getting it turned back around. We don't see many misses, but look, just off a little bit, turns her back around and gets that. Now, we are going to go ahead and let's see who the 5 members are. Remember, absolutely random. Digital Dogs does this. Totes McGoat's doing it now, too. Let's see who they are popping up right now. McWayne, gifted for the 2nd month. That's crazy. His just got up, I think, yesterday. And now, Addison Wilson, walk around, Louis Casello, 2. Oh, 2.5 kicks out, and Pine Tree VR all gifted 30-day free memberships on the channel. So congratulations going out to you all. You guys will see as I create the shorts content or any other videos, I don't release it right away. What I do is the members get a look at it and I schedule it for release. So that's just one of the things. There's many, many more things. If you want to become a wrestler on the channel, all you have to do is become a member. Not one of the free gifted memberships, but become a member on the channel, and we can do that. Pam now rolls up the leg. This might do it right here, and no! Misti kicks out yet again. And if you guys think that we're not tracking, this is the piece of paper that has the matches and how the matches go, who wins the matches and how we move on. So, everything's still done tournament style, still done bracket style. And Pam now playing it up to the crowd. Oh, look at this. Digital gifting his next 5. He's already gifted 5 at another stream, but just gifted 5 more again. Sean and Steph, 30-day membership, movie sign. Oh, look at this. Another Sean, spelled a different way. Sean Dark. Darhamy? Dumb American, I know. This guy right here. James Schneidler and Zach Spoonamore. All gifted 30-day memberships to the channel. So they're going to get to see the free members only type videos. They all get released at some point, but they get to see them as I make them. So there's a lot of different perks for being a member. That is for sure. But look at this. Like, this has been one of the matches of the evening so far. These two going back and forth. Pam not wanting to give in. Misti not wanting to give in, but here we go again. Standing right on the hair. You can see how the head coming off the mat. I would have tapped out, but here she goes for the pin and kicks out. But now you can see, even though it looks like it might be with some authority, it is not. Now here we go. Her finishing move, which that should not have been it, but her finishing move is called Red's Redemption, and Misti moving on to round 3.
Here's your winner, the Grim Reaper, Mighty Watson.
And that's pretty funny. You look at Misti Watson, her nickname, the Grim Reaper. Totes Magota's nickname is the Reaper. So, long-time best friend, besides my wife, but long-time best friend in real life, Misti Watson. It's funny, there's people, more like family, and she is one of them. So, here we go. Leader of the Syndicate now getting ready to take on Stevie Ray of Harlem Heat. Again, part of the King of the Ring tournament. Which one of them will advance to the next round? You look, Recon Delta becoming the leader of the Syndicate. Hasn't, for some reason, got his NWO banners changed. We'll have to write that down and do that.
Making his way to the ring, representing the Syndicate from Elysian Fields, weighing in at 252 pounds, Recto
Recon Delta, you look back, Season 1, I've been going back and rewatching a lot of the Season 1 stuff. Recon Delta, Max Fennig were a part of Doom, and now teaming back up here in the WCW, adding in Viperio and Andrew Dubs, along with Xia Li, to make up the syndicate. Absolutely crazy, but since that has happened, you can see a new purpose, a newfound attitude in all four of those members, all five of those members, to be fair. Recon Delta leaving the New World Order. And remember, when Recon Delta was having his problems, Totes McGoats actually stepped in, tag team with Recon Delta for a little bit, got him back on track. And now Recon Delta kind of following in the Totes footsteps, going, becoming a member and leaving the New World Order at one point, and now leading his own faction. Recon Delta, though, one of the more iconic characters that we've ever made in TSW, the WWE, and now in WCW. What is going on, Parnell? Welcome to the stream.
From Harlem, New York, weighing in at 305 pounds,
Stevie Ray now making his way down to the ring. It's kind of funny, Parnell. Like, I know what you're saying, but that is not exactly what we do here. You will see mostly Cause, some of the other ones, they're more like guests on the show type of a thing. So having a Bray Wyatt, Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns match probably not going to happen. Matter of fact, only two of them are in the WCW Universe. Now, Roman Reigns on the WWE side, but it's one of those things that happen. But it's a lot of fun, and I can't exactly count that out. That might be, we have WrestleMania coming up here soon. Could that be a match? That might be. We don't know. We'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. But most of our people that are in the ring either hail from WCW or are members in the chat. They're subscribers to the channel or members of the channel. Membership automatically gets me to make you into a wrestler and put you in the squared circle. Or be a subscriber, show up enough, interact with the chat a lot, become a member of the community, an active member of the community, and you will definitely find yourself in the squared circle again. Matter of fact, we have 3 of those debuting here tonight. They will be the last 2 matches of the evening. But here we go. You can see that Recon Delta giving up a lot of size to Stevie Ray, and Stevie Ray can absolutely dominate a match. But Recon Delta taking the match at his own pace, making sure that he stays in control, and that is exactly what you need to do against the likes of a Stevie Ray, or really any larger wrestler than yourself. Crowd really getting behind Recon Delta, really getting behind the Syndicate, even though the Syndicate not really a crowd favorite probably, but these guys are stepping out, stepping up, doing the things that they need to do to get the title shots that they needed to get. Yeah, no, I see big things for Viperio in the future. There's a lot. Like, look, there can be only one. In the King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring tournament, every single competitor got a chance. Now, I say that Agent Destined didn't get a chance this time, but he wasn't a member or wasn't a subscriber before it all happened. So, just got made tonight. Agent Destined will debut here tonight. So remember, Recon Delta can end this match in one move. I am here to tell you, we have seen him do it many times. But in order to do that, he has got to stay away from Stevie Ray's moves, his power moves. And almost everything Stevie Ray does is a power move. Look at the big slam there. Now rolls up the leg. And Recon Delta kicking out in one. But Stevie Ray right on top of it again. Now taking him over to the corner. You can see just the sheer size of Stevie Ray's arms. Recon Delta keeps trying to get up, keeps trying to get back in control of this match. So far, not working out, but it is crazy. Absolutely. Thanks for being a part of the community. This isn't a one-man show by any stretch of the imagination. It takes me, but it takes all of you guys in the chat participating to make it worthwhile. Stevie Ray from off the top rope, and I'm here to tell you Frankie Two Fingers would not kick out, but Recon Delta will. Stevie Ray can't even believe it. Stevie Ray was getting it taken to him the entire match, but now getting things turned back around. Recon Delta trying to recover, but Stevie not letting him do it up to this point. Pulls him out closer to the center of the ring, and Recon Delta still trying to get back to his feet. So now Recon back in control for the moment at least. Starting to deliver more of the offense, but Stevie Ray gets it busted around, and now Recon gets him. Watch out! Oh, thought the Delta variant was incoming. Stevie Ray using the ropes, using the corner to get back to his feet. Recon Delta taking a minute, backing up, and the referee absolutely cannot keep his dumb ass out of the way. That is something they have got to fix. Get the referee out of the way. Like, the referees mess up more matches than they don't. And here thought he was going for it again. This is the part where you got to watch out. Look at that. No reason for the referee to run and jump in the way. That's what I'm talking about. Recon Delta now switching it around and getting fired up. You know when he gets fired up, the Delta variant is incoming. And here it comes. Almost guaranteed. No, that's the big punch. He hits him with the big punch. But that was not the Delta variant. Delta variant will put you down and keep you down. I will tell you that right now. Stevie Ray, and there it is. Delta variant now. Recon rolling back over. 1, 2, 3, and Recon Delta will advance to the round 3 of the King of the Ring tournament.
Here is your winner, Recon Delta.
You know, Recon Delta, since he has become the leader of the syndicate, you look at Viperio, you look at Andrew Dubs having success in the tag team division so far. Recon Delta now advancing in the King of the Ring contest. Max Fennig winning his match back on Thursday Night Thunder. Syndicate really, really on the move. Now GC Rock, LA Knight, and Booker T will face off in a triple threat Falls Count Anywhere elimination match. So last man standing will advance to the next round of the King of the Ring tournament. If you notice, there is no triple threat women's matches tonight or any night.
Is a triple threat Falls Count Anywhere match. Making his way to the ring, representing Harlem Heat from Houston, Texas, weighing in at 250
Booker T now, one of the greatest tag teams of all time. And we got to see Stevie Ray in the last match. Did not come out on top. Booker T getting his shot right here. If you remember, in the WWE, Booker T was able to win the King of the Ring contest. Will he be able to win the first ever WCW King of the Ring contest here tonight? That's what we got to find out. That's what makes you a scary competitor, you know what I mean? Everybody who works for me, tough but fair.
And his opponents, first representing the NWO from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 241 pounds, LA Knight.
LA Knight now making his way down to the ring. Him and Braun Breaker were the tag team champions before Viperio and Andrew Dubs got a hold of them, took their belts from them. But tonight, LA Knight getting his chance to advance in the King of the Ring tournament. Getting a chance maybe to step out of the shadow of a John Cena, of some of these other champions, even though he's in the NWO, but trying to advance to round 3.
From London, England, weighing in at 311 pounds, the WCW World Television Champion, the unrelenting GC Rock.
Now, if you guys don't know what we do, if you haven't quite figured it out yet, what we do is I make most of the wrestlers, I redesign all of them though, but I make most of the wrestlers, I make all the title belts, I make all the arenas, I write the storylines, I turn off the announcers, and I announce all of them myself. I do it live, I see it when you see it, so no way that we can rehearse any of this stuff. And we have a lot of fun doing it. Here we go, elimination triple threat match. LA Knight letting these two get after it and then picking his spot, getting after GC Rock. GC Rock has been on a dominating roll as of late. People not even coming close to taking that television title from him. The men's television title is defended on Monday Night Nitro, the women's on Thursday Thunder. But GC Rock, current men's WCW television champion. But that is not what is on the line here right now. What is on the line is the advancement into round 3 of this tournament. Now that is very true. Stevie Ray on another level. Now look at this. Booker T getting after it. LA Knight thought he was getting after it, but just kind of getting out of the way of a few different things. And now trying to get the best of Booker T, and does. Tries to throw. Oh, tried to throw Booker back in the ring. GC Rock helps to stop Booker. And now Booker right back on top of LA Knight and of GC Rock. Throws LA Knight into the ring, throws GC Rock into the ring post, and then tries to tell him no. Tells him, hey, you stop in the name of love. before I break your skull over that thing. And then GC Rock does the same, returns the favor, but returns it to the wrong person and returns it to LA Knight. Now, kind of wisely, these guys almost appear like they're kind of ganging up on GC Rock, or at least they were. LA Knight gets the microphone, drops it. And GC Rock making his way back out and getting back after Booker T. G almost looked like he was going to let LA Knight play it up to the crowd. Instead, puts him in the backpack maneuver, rolls up the leg and gets a 2 count. Booker T now picks up the microphone and tries to let GC Rock cut a promo, but put it right on his head. Now look at LA Knight. He's like, hey, you want to cut a promo too? Oh, throws the microphone, and GC Rock now takes him, puts him into the ring. Booker T, does he see him coming? Must have, jumps up in the ring. Booker T just a little bit behind, but not behind now. Really thought he would have thrown him right up on top of the same corner GC Rock was in, but does not. Look at that, JP. It's like he's fighting all the bikers. Is something gonna come of this between JP and Digital? You know, I'll tell you a funny story. Yesterday we were talking about a few things. Oh, look at that. Thought he was going to go for the pin, but Booker T gets out of the way. But somebody was talking about some things. I said, hey, do you see the bag on my hip? And they said no. And I said, yeah, I don't need a bag because I don't give any Fs. So I'm not carrying any Fs around. No bag needed. Oh, thought GC Rock was going to use that microphone. Used it one time, but not the second. And now trying to stay in control of this match on the outside. But look at these guys. They keep getting back to their feet too soon. Booker T now takes them, throws them out of the way. I know. Who knows what's going to go on there? It doesn't look like it. Oh! Here we go. Only a 1 count. That's got to be scary for Booker T. JP almost appears like he is trying to become a solo act. 1, 2. And here oh, I thought it was something else. I thought Booker T was getting ready to hit him with the bookend. Does not. GC Rock wisely rolls out of the ring. LA Knight not letting Booker T roll out of the ring. And now playing it up to the crowd in true NWO style. Oh, now throwing Witcher under the bus too. JP says he's carrying the whole faction on his back. Big slam. Thought he might have been going for a pin. Instead does not. LA Knight gets GC Rock out of the way, but not allowing Booker T to advance on that. And now gets Booker T DDT. Lot of microphone action going off in the ears right now, if you can hear it. It would be. Bikers have been around for a minute, but I don't know. We're starting to see that. Look at that. LA Knight hits Booker T with a neck breaker, but almost couldn't even get back to his feet. Still managed to do it. Now picks him up. Flips him around. Is he going to roll up the leg? No, well, maybe he should have, but he's not going to be allowed to. And now fighting back against GC Rock. Splits GC Rock open underneath that mask. And I'm telling you, things might be coming to a head in this match with a quickness. Booker T getting back. Well, I was going to say to his feet, but not getting back to his feet, just getting over into the corner. And here we go. Rockopotamus hit right on Booker T. That might do it for him tonight. 2. And how did Booker T kick out of that? Booker T split open, bleeding from the head, gets hit with the Rockopotamus. LA Knight again tries to throw GC Rock in the corner, does. However, Booker T grabs him. 1, 2, and LA Knight kicking out in 2. Not even sure how most of these guys are still in this match. Oh, hits them both with a missile drop kick. Now picks up the stop sign, hits Booker T with it, tells him to stop in the name of love. Instead, Booker T hits him with a neck breaker, picks him up, throws GC Rock down, and now Booker T just trying to stay in control, but GC Rock finally gets back and starts to slow down Booker T. But here we go. That is the finisher of LA Knight. 1, 2, and GC Rock. Every time you think it's about to happen, it does not happen. And now Booker T using the Totes Magoats baseball bat on LA Knight. GC Rock hanging out, waiting for somebody, grabs the microphone, thought he was going to say something, but instead uses the microphone as a headshot. And LA Knight now taking GC Rock, right over that steel braided rope. Even though it's wrapped, still a steel braided rope, and now Booker T going for the pin. Will this finally do it? And it does. And now we are down to Booker T and GC Rock, but GC Rock stops the advances of Booker T. Rolls up the leg, blood running down his face. And Booker T kicks out again and kicks out with some authority to top all that off. GC Rock getting back to his feet. Going now under the table, pulling out a trash can. Sees Booker T getting up, gets over in time. Huge clothesline, but remember, falls do count anywhere. Booker T now fighting back. Big Harlem sidekick. And GC Rock kicks out again in 2. Now look at this. Rolls the leg. 1, 2. And gets out again. Now, you know the funny thing about that, JP, is there is an opening in the New World Order. So Booker T now walking around, looked like he was going after something, went the wrong way. Digital scoreboard right there. Now Gets the kendo stick. Hits GC Rock twice in the head. Finally, GC Rock pulls it back. And then breaks the kendo stick right over Booker T's back. Booker T fighting back. GC Rock fighting back. Back and forth they go. Kind of like a little seesaw. GC Rock now using the height and the weight of Booker T against him. Is that going to be the thing that turns the tide of this match in GC Rock's favor? Remember, in one-on-one style matches, GC Rock has been absolutely dominating Booker T right now, holding his own in this match, but still blood running down his face. You can't see it on GC Rock because it's under his helmet, but GC Rock also split open. And now, is he going to set up for it? No, gets that stop sign again. Hits him with it again. And now setting up. You got to believe it is going to be over if he can get this in. Picks up Booker T. Rockopotamus inbound. And that's got to be, oh, Booker T rolls out of the ring. GC Rock, you can see the absolute frustration. However, rolls him up anyway. 1, 2, and that little bit of time, that little bit of extra time to get his breath back helps Booker T kick out. But what a crazy thing. Booker T now grabs the baseball bat, but GC Rock gets it. Oh, that's got to do it. There's no way you get up from that. But GC Rock not going for the pin. GC Rock going after the baseball bat. Booker T's finally getting out of the way. Gets GC Rock thrown down. Misses the opportunity to get him. Jumps over the top, but look at that slam. And Booker T now looking at his hand. Can he see it? I think he can. Oh, and now look at this. Here we go. Picks up GC Rock and back down. I was going to say that might do it, but look at this. Even though G is the one who gets hit, Booker T, so tired, could not get back to his feet in time. Hits him with the Harlem sidekick. 1, 2, 3. And Booker T will finally advance. But man, I'm going to tell you, I didn't see that coming.
Here's your winner, Booker T.
Booker T advancing now. I mean, look, you can't say Booker T is an underdog. He has been and won King of the Ring tournaments before and now advances on to round 3. Yeah, you never know what's going to happen, but before we can get on to any of that, Allison Wagner will be facing off right now against Phoenix. Which one of these two ladies are going to be able to advance in this tournament? Is it going to be D-Generation X, or will it be the Order of the Phoenix?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing D-Generation X from the Garden of Eden, Allison Wagner.
I think what we got to do is get JP and Digital in another tag team match. See what happens. Can they win the match? Can they advance on in the match? Or is JP right? Is he carrying the team? Is Digital right? Is Digital carrying the team? That might be the thing. We have to see what happens right there. But the only female member of D-Generation X now down in the ring, Allison Wagner, waiting on Phoenix to make her way down to the ring to see what goes on. Guys, while we have a moment, remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification to miss any time we go live, share the video.
Representing the Order from the Fifth Dimension, one half of the WCW Women's World Tag Team Champions, Fenwick.
Phoenix now one half of the WCW Women's World Tag Champions. But getting her shot tonight here in singles competition, will she be able to advance to the next round, or will it be Allison Wagner? It's funny how that necklace plays with that tattoo right there. Absolutely perfect. Coincidence? I think not. So here we go. Phoenix now getting off to a quick start. Brand new tattoo of Phoenix, a flaming Phoenix on her back. Getting after Allison Wagner right now. Allison trying to get back in control, or in control of this match. Finally gets that corkscrew takedown maneuver and gets after it. If you've noticed tonight, we have had very, very good competition. We have gone through with almost every single wrestler and adjusted their sliders. And it has made quite the difference, to be fair. Now, in the testing, we have seen some squash matches also, so that is still possible that happens. But so far tonight, have not seen it. Look at this. Phoenix flipping Allison around. I don't think Allison saw that coming, and now Phoenix trying to get back on track. Delivering out the offensive punishment back onto D-Generation X. Look at Allison's boots too. I gotta tell you, those are some good boots. Now whips Allison into the ropes. Allison ducks the one, comes back, hits her with another, now laying the boots. And then finally hitting her with some more boots. We were talking about the boots, and now using those boots. And here we go. Look at these two standing in the middle of the ring, just letting it fly. Right hand after left hand after overhand punch after knife edge chop. Allison now blocking it. Phoenix coming back trying to block it. Both ladies standing toe to toe. Allison tells her to bring it on. Phoenix is bringing it on. And now Allison finally getting the best of that interaction and laying the boots. Allison now setting up for her finishing move. Picks her up, brings her up, back down, hooks the leg. 1, 2, and Phoenix kicking out in 2. Thought that might have been the match right there. D-Generation X up to their same old shenanigans. Playing it up to the crowd. Phoenix trying to get back to her feet. Allison, though, not letting her do it. Not going to do it. Wouldn't be prudent. Allison now walking it over. Gets up on the second rope. Brings it back down. A full crossbody and now rolls it up again. 2, 3, and Allison Wagner will advance on to the next round of the Queen of the Ring.
Here is your winner, Allison Wagner.
So if you're wondering why we're looking down, it is because I record the results as they happen. And what's going to be neat is we're going to end up with 16 male guy matches. There will only be 2 triple threat matches in the next round. And that should end us at 8 singles matches. So, we're just going to keep moving on through. We are already up to match 7. And look at this brand new look from Ultimo Dragon. And should be I was going to say it should be the new look of Andrew Dobbs, but it still might not be again, oddly.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Japan, weighing in at 185 pounds, Ultimo Dragon.
Ultimo Dragon, different style look right there. Almost an ode to a couple different wrestlers. One of them, not La Parka. God, I can't remember his name, but very interesting look from the Ultimo Dragon here tonight. Will Andrew Dobbs be able to advance to the next round of the King of the Ring tournament?
And his opponent, representing the Syndicate from Japan, weighing in at 241 pounds, one half of the WCW World Tag Team Champions and the Professional Wrestling Extreme Classic Champion, Madman Andrew Dobbs.
So Andrew Dobbs making his way down to the ring. I did a bunch of changes on some things and it still didn't work. However, it doesn't change who is in this match. Can Andrew Dobbs advance on to the next round in the King of the Ring competition, or will it be the Ultimo Dragon? So the man from Canada, the man from Japan, half of the tag team champions in the Syndicate, will he be able to follow in his leader's footsteps and advance to the next round? Here we go, Ultimo Dragon, Andrew Dobbs getting after it right now in the center of the ring. 2 similar styles of wrestling, but very different movesets. And Ultimo Dragon, one of the greatest cruiserweights of our time, right now in control of this match. Crowd really getting into this thing, you know, chanting out the Wrestling Fever. We've heard them chant out tonight, Fight Forever, Wrestling Fever. So just seeing what is going on, we will have to see. Could be, Sentinel. You never know. That could be. Horsemen don't care. All they want to do is win. They will win at any cost. They don't care what the expense is. That is what they do. That's why when you look at Totes in the SSU, Totes, not on the good guy's side. He is on the bad guy's side, and I am fine with it. I am here for it, to be fair. Andrew Dubs now starting to get things turned back around. Ultimo Dragon has been dominating this match, but now Dubs getting things turned back around, delivering knees, delivering all kinds of things. Yeah, I'm not saying Jaden has left the bikers at all. We're going to have to see what goes on. And I agree. I think the new guy will do just fine. That's why WCW has gone and signed him. We're going to see a few other new guys here tonight. Can they do just fine? We don't know. Look at this. Dubs getting all pumped up. Whoop, whoop. Chugga, chugga, choo, choo. Worm it on down the line. And now here we go, big elbow drop. You can see Ultimo Dragon absolutely reacting to this. Dubs getting over there, and look at that. You thought he was a dragon. Apparently he's a possum. Now getting Andrew Dubs up and getting a pile driver right on the outside of the ring. Referee counting. Dragon and Dubs down on the ground, trying to get back to his feet. Trying to get things working. And look at this. Ultimo Dragon doing all kinds of stuff. Doing the little flippity-dippities, the flippity-doo-dahs. Absolutely crazy. And you can win in this match by a count out. Is Ultimo Dragon gonna do it? And he does. Ultimo Dragon will advance, but I'm gonna tell you, that makes plenty of sense right now. If you can't beat him, you gotta join him. And if you didn't know why we were called the Bark Squad, you are about to find out. Mrs. Totes McGoats has arrived at home. The dogs, the puppies are sleeping right now, right next to me. But when they hear what's about to happen, they are going to be all over. Getting up, getting barking, getting doing all the things, despite what Daddy says, because they know Mama's home. And they get too excited about that. Now, Grady, Bret Hart.
The following is a triple threat Falls Count Anywhere match. Making
There are things that happen in life that make me go, One of those things is, for whatever reason, the power turns off on my plug, and I absolutely don't understand it. So give me just a second here. We will get everything signed back into, and we will get back on with what is going on with the King and the Queen of the Ring. Yeah, so like you look around and you're like, hey, what happened with that? We can hear the Bark Squad going off. That's where we came up with the name. Right now we are trying to get the PlayStation turned back on. It's going to have to do a little bit of repairing of itself. Tons of fun with that. So we'll have to see what goes on here. We're going to be fine, though. We'll get this back on and we'll get things back up and running. Almost back. Not quite yet, but we're almost back, so that'll be fun. That'll be a good time. Good times and great oldies. But yeah, all kinds of stuff happening right now, just in the chat section alone. Yep, they are two rat terriers, brother and sister. So, but that's where it came from. We used to do the streaming in the morning. Something would happen. Dogs would start barking. So that is why we named the members the Bark Squad. All right, getting signed back into the universe, getting ready to turn that thing back on, and then we will get right back at it. Start the show. Absolutely mind-blowing why it happens in the first place, but for whatever reason, sometimes it does, and I can't figure out the why, or I would stop it from happening, but why it's starting at 4 o'clock, like, doesn't make any sense. However, we are back now, and we are going to get back at it.
The following contest is a triple threat Falls Count Anywhere match. Making his way to the ring from the good old USA, weighing in at 247 pounds, Grady.
So Grady now making his way down to the ring. One of the front runners, really, to become one of the members of the Four Horsemen. You know, there was a time, if you look back, maybe 3 or 4 seasons ago even, that another guy that is in this match, SC Jumpman, you would have thought he would have also been kind of a front runner for a spot like that. However, one of the longest running tag teams on the planet is the Maniacs, and SC Jumpman, one of those Maniacs. So there we go again. My wife, what she tries to do is not interfere too much with the stream stuff when she knows what's going on. But then my dogs, they are just all over it all the time. No matter what. No matter what happens. So.
And his opponents, first, representing the Hart Foundation from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 235 pounds, Bret, the Hitman Hart.
So heard quite a few different things about the Hart Foundation, some different things that might be possible or might not be possible, but we know right now Bret Hart and Chris Jericho are the Hart Foundation. There used to be more people involved in that, but not the case right now. But there could be more members that are coming. Something that we're definitely going to keep an eye on. We already know that there's a female side of the Hart Foundation. There are the 3 members of that. They are alive and well, but right now only 2 members on the male side. So will they expand, and how long will that take?
And representing the Maniacs from the 5th dimension, weighing in at 273 pounds, SC Jumpman.
So SC Jumpman now making his way into the ring. Him and Milkman And Tekrin, members of the Maniacs, getting his shot tonight in singles action. Will Grady add to his resume here tonight? He's got two tough competitors he's doing it against, SC Jumpman and Bret Hart. Bret Hart kind of holding back. Grady gets the better of it, but Bret Hart right there waiting in the wings to take control of what happens and get that thing going on. Now, Grady and Jump both going after Bret Hart. Look at this. SC Jumpman now going, rolling up the leg. I don't know what the referee was looking at, but she was looking at Grady. And now getting a big clothesline right there. Bret Hart trying to control what is going on in the ring. Who does know? But what I do know is the bikers, they are quick to want to break up, but they've got a lot more to figure out than one little chat session. Look at this. Grady swinging a baseball bat, getting after a bunch of stuff. Bret Hart finally saying, I've had enough. Referee, she's standing back. Grady thought he got out of the way. SC Jumpman crawling over into the corner. Bret Hart not having it. Grady now in the corner. Jumpman getting back to his feet. Bret Hart fighting through that. Grady just waiting in the wings. Now, Bret Hart pulling him back in. Thought he might have tried to been pushing him, and look at this. Jumpman getting frustrated. Bret Hart goes, dives over Grady. Crossbody onto Jumpman. And Grady picks him up, throws him right into those ropes. Grady now fighting back through it. And you got to be careful. We haven't seen a whole lot of that ever happen. And now Bret Hart, though, showing you that it is possible to get a running start, dive sideways over a downed opponent, and hit you with the crossbody. Bikers, maybe they're in trouble, maybe they're not. Maybe this makes them grow stronger together. Who knows? Sometimes you gotta do, you gotta imagine me and you and me. No matter how you roll the dice, it's meant to be. The only one for me is you and you for me. So happy together. Or maybe not. Who knows? Grady now picking up Bret Hart, bringing him back down. Jumpman still in the corner. But Grady just focusing all of his aggression on Bret Hart. And that's one of the things I guarantee the Horsemen very interested in this match. Watching what is going on. All three Horsemen still in the tournament. Totes has advanced to round 3. But the other two on the very next episode, part 2 of round 2, will be in that episode. Rowdy and Eagle Star, can they advance as well? Can Grady advance here tonight? That's what we'll have to see. Then that's another thing, like NWO has a spot, possibly the Syndicate has a spot. Do they break into a men and a women's side, or do they not? DX, do they do the same thing, or do they not? Hard to say. We are going to see some other characters here tonight, 4 different wrestlers making their debut. Will be very interesting to see how that goes down and where they go. One of the wrestlers you would almost think would come from the side of the Fiend, the side of the Walters brothers. But as of right now, not what is going on. So something that we are going to have to keep an eye on, something we're going to definitely be watching as we move on. Grady now on the outside. Bret Hart rolling up the leg, a jump, and getting a 2 count. Grady rolls back in the ring. It looked like Bret Hart was waiting on him, but didn't wait right. Or didn't wait in the right timing. Look at that maneuver. And again, Grady kicks out of that move, and Jumpman just absolutely beside himself. Bret Hart trying to take advantage of it, but now Grady taking advantage, and there it is again, Bret Hart. But that move by Bret Hart, not very effective to say the least. And look at this, back and forth they keep going, but another pile driver onto Grady. That might do it right here. Bret rolling up, 1. No, just a 1 count. SC Jumpman waiting in the wings though. Brings Bret, puts him over into the corner. And puts him in the corner yet again. Grady getting back to his feet. Bret Hart now stuck in the corner. And Jump just kind of gets out of the way. Let's these two guys kind of do what they're going to do. Bret Hart trying to pull Grady back out and hits him with that kendo stick. But look at this. Grady picks him up. That is his finisher now. Rolls up the legs. Both of them. 1, 2. And SC Jumpman kicking out in 2. Didn't really see that coming. And Bret Hart now grabs the bat of Totes Magos. Grady up on top, splits open Jumpman. And look at this, now picks up Bret Hart, slams him down. And Grady letting him leave the ring. Gets back after SC Jumpman. Whips him into the ropes. Big right hand and back to the kendo stick. Finally breaks that kendo stick right over the abs. And this will do it. Can Grady get the move in? No, Jumpman sees it coming. Low blow. Referee kind of got bumped. Don't know that she even saw it happen. Grady, though, rolls out and lands right on that trash can. Jumpman trying to end the night. Bret Hart, that's his finishing move. The old crisscross. 1, 2, 3. And look at that. Thought that was going to be all over, but the crying. Turns out it is not. Bret Hart now back to his feet, trying to get a little revenge on SC Jumpman for that maneuver. And now, Grady pulls up just in time. It didn't look like that was going to go quite the way he thought it was. Bret Hart now bleeding. Right from the forehead. Grady tried to grab him, but here we go. Is Grady going to tap out? Sharpshooter being applied right now. And look how Bret Hart is pushing down on that knee. Bret Hart lets him up. SC Jumpman trying to take advantage of it. Hits Bret Hart with the baseball bat. Rolls up the leg of Grady, though, and Grady eliminated out of the match. It will be SC Jumpman or Bret Hart advancing into the 3rd round of the King of the Ring competition. And look at that. Bret Hart will advance. Gets the tap out.
Here's your winner, Bret the Hitman Hart.
You know, there was a time in the original, WWE where it thought Bret Hart was going to win. I think his brother ended up winning, but look at that. Bleeding all over the place. If you notice, once 1.08, once that mechanic had happened, blood started hitting a little bit different in the game. So absolutely crazy. Getting down to the last few matches of the evening. Right now we have Crimson versus Ozzy. We have seen these two go at it before. Not inside the tournament, but we have seen them go after the world title. Ozzy coming out on top most of the time, and I believe Crimson was the first one that beat Ozzy back in the days of TSW. But tonight, they will be fighting to see who advances on to round 3. Oh, if you guys think you're done, if you think the bikers somehow broke up, guess again. Not yet. You might, but not yet.
It's scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring, representing the Disciples of Darkness from the pits of hell, the Destroyer.
Look at that, Crimson getting all kinds of fired up. No, she is going to have the match of her life to beat the likes of Ozzy. Ozzy, the original Queen of the Ring winner back in the days of TSW in Season 1 and 2. Now, carrying the belt for all to see, but the current WCW Women's World Champion.
City, the WCW Women's World Champion and the Ring of Women's All-Star Champion, the phenomenal one, Oxley.
Ozzy now making her way down to the ring with both title belts. That title belt will go in her right hand to the winner of the Queen of the Ring tournament. But for now, she will be the one that carries it until a new queen is crowned. I think there's a couple new ones that even came out with this patch, if I'm not mistaken. Look at Ozzy getting things going right now against Crimson, but Crimson turning things back around. Crimson, the largest female wrestler that we have. However, not that much bigger than Ozzy or a couple of the other wrestlers, but she is our largest female competitor. It'll be interesting if we see Crimson start to step up and start to kind of take that mantle like her dad Kane did before. Right now, letting it go, kind of has the champ back on her heels, controlling the action, but look at this. You know you can't keep the champ down for long. Or maybe you can. Oh, that would be interesting. Now, Crimson goes for the pin, 2. And look at that, already a 2 count. Crimson feigning like she's shocked, but I'm kind of shocked that there was a 2 count. It's been a minute since we have seen Ozzy absolutely get dominated like this. Crimson now takes her, gets her in the corner, gets her to the top rope. And then throws her down to the ground outside the ring. And look at this, Ozzy jumps right back up, but all for naught. Crimson just a little bit quicker. And because no titles are on the line, you can still win the match and advance on a countout. The only thing you can't do on a countout is have a title change hands. And that would be the great equalizer right there. Ozzy taking Crimson, throwing her right into that ring post. Crimson gets back in the ring. Ozzy says, hey, come to the corner. Feints a knife edge chop. Instead, hits her with a DDT. Now whips her into the ropes. Goes to pick her up. Ozzy, though, getting things stopped. And here we go. Thought it was going to be the yellow brick road, but it is not. 1, 2, and Crimson kicking out in 2. But look, you got to know that it is close. Neither one has been able to put the finishing move on the other, but Crimson right back to her feet. Ozzy now takes her, goes to whip her in, hits her with a back elbow. Huge right overhand, and here it is. Yellow brick road. This might do it. Flips her over. 1, 2, 3. Oh, kicks out. And 2 3/4. Thought that was all over, but the crying. Huge forearm. Ozzy now waiting. Letting her expend her own energy to get back up, and then Steiner right off that top rope. Carries it out back to the outside of the ring. And Crimson recovers quickly, throws Ozzy inside, now making her way. Oh, thought she was going to take that top turnbuckle off, does not. Instead, Ozzy to the top. Huge elbow drop. And now just going to stomp in a mud hole. Yeah, don't let Dubs know what's going on. Dubs quite a bit behind the actual event, but yeah, it's kind of shocking that Booker T ends up beating GC Rock if you think about the whole thing. Ozzy now playing it up to the crowd. Gotta make sure she keeps an eye on Crimson, because Crimson could get this thing turned around quickly. Now rolls up the leg, 2. And kicking out in 2. Probably not a huge surprise right there, but still stuff we definitely want to keep eyes on. Crimson now back up, and here she goes. Can she win the match on that close or choke slam? 1, 2, and look at that. Ozzy's showing you why she is the WCW Women's World Champion. We are not worthy indeed. Crowd chanting, we're not worthy. Ozzy now trying to fight through that chokeslam. Crimson staying on top of it. Huge clothesline. And Ozzy recovers quickly. Now look at this. Grabs her. This is going to be it. Yellow brick road. You only go down that road 2 times. 1, 2, 3. And Ozzy will advance to the 3rd round of this tournament.
Here's your winner, the phenomenal one,
So Ozzy, the original Queen of the Ring, will advance to the next round of the tournament, round 3. It's just weird. You want to say retains the title, but you know that that's not all necessarily exactly how it goes. Now, Chris Jericho will be taking on the Universal Men's World Champion. No title belt on the line, but trying to advance to that next round. Pay close attention to this entrance crap, because this will be the last time you see it.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Hart Foundation from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing in at 225 pounds, Chris Herrick O.
So Chris Jericho making his way down to the ring. Again, the only 2 male members of the Hart Foundation, Bret Hart and Chris Jericho, both in the tournament right now. Bret Hart earlier tonight advancing to the 3rd round. Now you've got Chris Jericho trying to do the same. Will he be able to do it? Or will he not? I think everybody can agree on getting a win.
And his opponent from Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 259 pounds, the Universal World Heavyweight Champion, the Icon.
The Icon Sting now making his way down to the ring. Pyro absolutely going off. Fire department probably been called by now. But Sting now making his way into the ring. Remember, no title belts on the line here tonight, but it's got to make you wonder if some of these champions get beat, that they would not offer a title shot to the ones who beat them. But here we go. Chris Jericho, Sting getting ready to lock horns to see who will advance to the next round of the King of the Ring tournament. Sting now whips him into the corner. Oh, tries to go for the Scorpion Splash. Absolutely misses it. Jericho getting out of the way, but Sting getting back in control of the match quickly. Now gets whipped into the corner. Jericho trying to assert his dominance in this match. And then here we go. So Sting now getting Jericho up against the ropes, going to work a little bit on that lower part of the body. Now, Sting's finisher is the Scorpion Death Drop, and he also has the Scorpion Death Lock. So going after the head or going after the legs, either way, works out very well for Sting. Now getting him put up in the trio woe. Sting now putting the boots right upside his head. I said he put the boots upside his head. Now whips him back in the corner. Jericho gets it reversed back around. Reaches up, and then one good trio. Whoa, apparently deserves another. Make sure you water that thing. But now puts the boots back upside Sting's head. And then, of course, playing it up to the crowd. Sting getting back to his feet, using the ropes. I think Jericho thought it might have taken a little bit longer, but it is not. And Sting now going quick pin. 1, and only a 1 count. Sting went to look surprised, but Jericho recovered quickly. Now whips Sting into the corner. Sting stops it, comes back, hits him with 1 clothesline, 2 clotheslines, 3 clotheslines, a lady. Puts him back up into the corner over there. Thought he was going to go for the Scorpion Splash yet again. Does not do it, though. And look at that. Using the springboard maneuver right off that second rope drop kick. Sting thought he was stopping himself from going over that rope, but ends up not. Sting now fighting through that half Nelson slam and throwing Chris Jericho back into the ring. Sting just sitting back and waiting for him. Jericho springboards right back into position for Sting. Sting now delivering the fist to the face. And here we go. If you thought that Jericho didn't have a maneuver, he does now, using Sting's maneuver, the Scorpion Deathlock. And Sting gets back to his feet pretty quick. But Jericho trying to end that match with Sting's finishing move. Sting, though, not having it, kicking out of it, and now rolling up the leg. So Sting right now showing you why he is the Universal Champion. Getting to work on that lower back. So will he use the maneuver on Chris Jericho, or will he go to one of his other finishing moves? Because that is entirely possible as well. Guys, already up to 97 views. Remember, drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. We have 12 likes. Like the video. And share the video. Here we go. Sting picking him up now. Tombstoning him. Right on the outside of the ring. And look, Sting trying to get over. Looked like he was going for a pin, but you cannot pin your opponent on the outside of the ring. Sting now back to his feet. And now throws him right into that side pole. So if he wanted to be the king of the ring, he got a really close-up perspective on that crown. And you can win by countout. Referee telling him to get back in. Already up to 9. And look at that. Gets back in the ring. Sting went to hit Jericho in the face. Jericho bleeding, but Sting misses it. And look at this. Chris Jericho now thought he was going to go for the Lion Tamer. Does not, however. Picks him back up. Hits him with a snapmare. And Sting trying to get back to his feet, but look at this. Jericho staying in control, doing a really good job of dictating the pace of this match. Now rolls him up, but only a 1 count, and that's got to be very disheartening if you're Chris Jericho. Look at that. Gets him in the walls of Jericho. Gets him up there again. That is the walls of Jericho. Is Sting gonna tap out? Remember, Chris Jericho at one time was a Universal World Champion. Sting now using those the ropes to get back to his feet. Jericho letting him use whatever he's got. Now takes him. Super powerbomb onto the outside of the ring. Power bombs him from inside to outside. That very thin matting right there. An absolutely crushing blow. Referee up to a 2 count now, taking Sting, whipping him back. No, Sting reversing it around. Can Sting get back control of what is going on? Doesn't look like it, because Jericho's about to do it again. The move's so nice, he had to hit it twice. Throws Sting back in the ring, goes off the top rope, thought he was going to hit him with the frog splash, misses it. And then grabs him, hits him with the Scorpion Deathlock. Is that going to do it? Rolls the leg, 1, 2, and Chris Jericho kicking out into Sting, trying to get the crowd behind him. And the crowd wanting them to fight forever. Chris Jericho and Sting probably not wanting to fight forever. Jericho whips him into the ropes, flips him over. And now Jericho waiting on it again. You got to believe if he can get in the walls of Jericho one more time, that would be all over. But the crying gets him in that, pulls back, and Sting taps out. What an upset victory. Chris Jericho advances on to the next round. Chris Jericho paying the price, but advances on to the next round. Look at that. Still has a little bit of energy to dance a jig. Playing it up to the crowd. And we are down to our last 2 matches of the evening as far as the King of the Ring competition goes. However, we have 2 bonus matches here tonight, so we will see how that goes. Last men and last women's match of the evening to see who advances to the next round of the competition.
The following contest is a triple threat match. Making his way to the ring from Blackpool, England, weighing in at 228 pounds, Dangerous Dave.
Dangerous Dave making his way down to the ring. I'm going to let these play off while I go get something to drink to keep the throat going here.
Representing D-Generation representing the Steiner brothers from Michigan, weighing in at 232 pounds, Freakzilla Scott Steiner.
So Big Papa Pump making his way down to the ring, former New World Order member, facing off against D-Generation X and Dave, who was a former Four Horseman, sort of. Will Dave be able to do it here tonight? That's another thing we are going to have to wait and see. Will that happen? Will Dave maybe officially finally become a member of the Four Horsemen? Name is definitely in the mix. We will have to see how that goes down as well. I like how Sentinel gets involved. Love it. So here we go. Last triple threat match of the evening. And I think this might be one of the first times we actually get to see Grunning. Here, this might be his debut into season 6, but look at the D-Generation X clothes Grunning's wearing. Will Grunning come out on top here tonight? And Dave's scared of no one, kind of has that horseman attitude. He will take on a Big Papa Pump. He will take on anybody, to be fair. And look at Grunning getting to work. Dave definitely the smallest man in this match, but still will hold his own and wrestles a lot bigger than he is. That is faux show. Now Dave trying to get back to his feet. Thought Scott Steiner was going to get over to him. Does not. And remember, Dave has got one of the most deadliest moves on the planet. And that is the Twisted Tango. Scott Steiner's got him thrown up over the ropes. And now Grunning just kind of sitting back, waiting on Scott Steiner, now grabbing the traps. Working on him, but Dave already back in the ring, so you're looking at like a couple of very powerful wrestlers. And Dave really trying to use normally a powerful wrestler, but really using his speed in this particular match. Look at that. Runs over Grunning. Grunning wisely trying to get back out of the ring. Scott Steiner not exactly known for a bunch of springboard maneuvers, but we saw one right there. Probably never going to see that again, to be fair. Have a few different ideas, too, that you're going to see in some other things. And remember, earlier, I said every triple threat match was an elimination but one, and this is the one. One pin will win it here tonight in this match. That will advance you to the next round of the King of the Ring. You do not have to eliminate both people. Only one pin is required to win. So, kind of a different strategy in this match. You got to get people out of the match. You got to get this and that going on, and then you got to get the pin in. So, one man will win it. Scott Steiner in the corner. Dave getting after Grunning. Grunning getting back to his feet. Now Dave whipping him in. Big shoulder block, and look at that, another big shoulder block. Dave running the roost right now, whips Grunning into the corner, but look, saw him, thought he was going to get Scott Steiner, but Scott Steiner instead takes control of the match now. Pump handle slam, gets Grunning up, slams him back down. Dave leaving the ring. If I was Scott Steiner, I'd probably try to get a quick pin right now. But Dave bringing in a sledgehammer, so you know that's not got to be the best thing. Scott Steiner saw that come and got out of the way. And Grunning breaking up that pin in just a 1 count. Now, huge clothesline. Scott Steiner and Dave both trying to get back to their feet. And Steiner fighting through it. Turns it into a neck breaker, but look at that. Dave was sitting back, I thought, waiting in the wings. Oh, that's an owie. If I was Grunning, I would get over and try to pin Dave. But Grunning waiting on Scott Steiner. And then did something different. Now goes, rolls the leg, 1. And only a 1 count. Dave back to his feet now. Neck breaker on Scott Steiner. Big shoulder block, and is this going to be the Twisted Tango? That isn't it. He picks him up now, rolls him up. 1, 2. And Grunning kicking out in 2. Scott Steiner getting back to his feet, pumping it up for the crowd, letting them know Big Papa Pump is your hookup holler if you hear him. Now the Twisted Tango delivered to Grunning, and Scott Steiner picks up Dave, brings him back down, goes for the pin. Is this going to do it? 1, 2. And Dave kicking back out in 2. Papa Pump doesn't care where you get the hook up. He is just getting hollered if you heard him. And now pins Grunning to advance to the next round. To advance to the next round, we've got Scott Steiner, Chris Jericho, Vampero, Bret Hart, Ultimo Dragon, Totes McGoats, Booker T, and Recon Delta so far advancing to the next round of the competition. Scott Steiner can't hardly believe it unless you ask him, and then he can. So now the last Queen of the Ring match tonight before we get on to the 2 bonus matches where we have Jake Plague, a member of the channel, Aaron Lee, brand new. I do know him. He is married to Suzie Lee. Coyote Cam, my son, and Agent Destined. So Jake Plague, Aaron Lee, Agent Destined, and Suzie Lee all making their debuts here tonight. Now, Victoria Van Diver and one of the favorites, Penny, will face off one-on-one here tonight to see who will advance to the 3rd round of the Queen of the Ring competition.
Is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring, representing the Authority from no place in particular, the Natural, Victoria Van Diver.
So Victoria Van Diver making her way down to the ring while Viperio and Jaden getting mixed up with a lot of different people here in this He's right. His plate is probably going to be very, very full with all the different stuff, but not the focus of what's going on right now. Right now, Penny and Victoria Van Diver trying to figure out who will advance to the third round of the Queen of the Ring competition. You guys want to see one of the members of the Bark Squad? Here we go.
And from Shangri-La, Pee-wee.
That is Little Nashy right there. She is the loudest one. She's definitely Daddy's dog. One of my favorite entrances ever. If you watch every little nuance of this entrance, watch this. Bam, turns on the fire. Bam, turns on the fire. And the next one, the next motion will turn on the lights. Penny now making her way down to the ring, eyes a-glowing. And right here, bam. Turn on the lights, she says, and the lights get turned on. So Penny making her way back in only her second or third match here in WCW. A huge part of the TSW universe, and now trying to advance to the next round of the Queen of the Ring competition. She is known in the circles, as seen by the back of her trousers, the Scream Queen. But can she beat Victoria Van Diver here tonight? That's what we're going to have to find out. Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, the Horsemen definitely have their hands in a lot of different things. That is faux show. And look at this, Penny playing it up to the crowd. You know she was going to do it. But can she stay in control? Victoria Van Diver, a multi-time women's world champion, not in WCW. If you guys remember, and I'm going to keep saying this until it changes, we have only ever had one WCW Women's World Champion, and that has been Ozzy all through season 5, and now 10 episodes into season 6, she has maintained the WCW World title. She has defended it on every level and has never lost it. So, only one champion as of yet. But will that change moving forward? Will maybe the Queen of the Ring start to change that a little bit? We'll have to wait and see. Guys, remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live. Share the video. Let's get it out there so people know what we do here. If you guys don't know what we do, let me tell you. We make all the wrestlers. I design all the wrestlers. Even if we use them from inside, I change their outfits. But we design all the wrestlers, use all the wrestlers. We design all the title belts, all of the arenas. I write all the storylines with your help. If you can tell, things going on in the chat do make a difference. Some storylines take a long, long time. Some go pretty quick because I do not control the wrestlers. The AI controls it. So I can't exactly say how long or short storylines are going to be. Most of the wrestlers come from our subscribers or come from our members. I turn off the commentary, I commentate, and then me and you both watch it live. So look, Mom, no hands. No practice. I see it when you see it, and we just enjoy the moment together. Great community. Come be a part of it. There is even, if you go back and find one of our posts, a way to buy Totes My Goats t-shirts with our brand new logo on them. I make no money. It is being brought to you at cost. So no money gets made off of that. And soon we will also have our very first title belt giveaway. That is coming. We are getting closer and closer. I thought it would be 6 months, but we are probably down to 2 to 3 months, and we will get that rolling as well. So that is what we do. Come be a part of it. We'd love to have you. Now, Penny has been in control of a majority of this match, which is probably not what Victoria Van Diver is used to, but probably what Penny is used to. So now Penny kind of trying to establish the dominance, which is amazing, and staying in control of this match so far. Look at that! That is Penny's finishing move, called the Penny Dropper, off that top rope. And you know, oh, you didn't know? The Penny Dropper just about ended the match right there. Penny, though, staying on top of it, and I do not even know how Victoria Van Diver kicked out of that. That is absolutely crazy. Yeah, we got some different things, too. Some different ideas for some of the newcomers. We'll have to see how it all goes, how it all plays out. Again, I don't know exactly how it plays out. When I write the storylines, we have a couple different ideas, and we will see what happens based on wins and losses in matches. Now, we talk about this quite a lot, but Victoria Van Diver, because of her height, not a heavily weighted wrestler, right? But her height generates a lot of power. So that move right there done to her, if it was from Penny, wouldn't be as bad as it is when it comes from her. Now Penny's setting up for it. Thinks she's getting ready to do it again. We'll have to see what happens. But now wrenching on the arm of Victoria Van Diver, and she has got to make sure she stays away from Victoria's finishing move, because that will end something really quick. Here we go. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Victoria Van Diver jumps up. Penny now sitting on the outside of the ring. The referee tells her to get back in. Victoria tries to hit her, ends up hitting her anyway. Now delivering right over left over right, hitting her with the bows. And now going over. Is she actually going to use this to her advantage? Penny fighting through it. Hits her with that flying forearm. And is that going to set it up? Look at the look on Penny's face. Wasn't expecting that. She had that big look on her face, like, I can't believe that happened, but kept her mind about her, kept her wits about her, and knocked Victoria Van Diver out on the edge. Now, most wrestlers would go outside right now, but Penny not doing it now, playing some mind games, but might have played one too many. Victoria Van Diver went to grab her. Penny stops it. And now gets her, whips. Oh, see, she knew. And now, is she going to get her? Is she going to get her up? In the Van Diver, she's got her up, and down she goes. Is that in this match? 1, 2, And Penny kicking out into Victoria. Oh, hits her with that forearm. Referee still has not noticed that top turnbuckle has been taken off. Victoria keeping the offense going. Now takes it up to the top rope. Jumps down, hits her with it, rolls up the leg. 1, 2, and I was going to count 3. That is 2 in 97/100ths. Victoria setting back up for it, and if she gets this in, you know it's got to be over, but Penny stops her from doing it. Look at this, getting the feet going. Gets her on the ground, and look at the absolute sweat rolling up both these wrestlers. 2, and Victoria kicking out in 2. Victoria showing you why she is a multi-time world champion. Penny trying to get to a world championship, delivering the gut punches, tried to go for the foot, and right back into it again. But again, Penny surviving it. But look at this again, and the referee does not notice what is going on. Victoria Van Diver now hits her with a knee. Penny reaching for her leg, grabbing that leg. Victoria going back up top, and you almost got to think if she can hit this, it'll be over. Hits it, legs up, rolls one of them. 1, 2, 3, and there is a reason why Victoria Van Diver is a multi-time world champion.
Here is your winner, the Natural, Victoria Van Diver.
When the 4 horsewomen broke up and Judge Julie Justice had the opportunity to pick her tag team partner, Victoria Van Diver should have been one of the 4 horsewomen, never worked out, and then got picked up by Judge Julie Justice to be her tag partner, and you can see why right here. Victoria Van Diver advancing to the 3rd round of the Women's Queen of the Ring. Now that, as far as the implications go tonight, that does it for the King and the Queen of the Ring contest. But we have 2 bonus matches, and there are going to be some debuts. Some of the people sitting in the chat right now, and maybe some people, we can get them in the chat. I just got to do a quick thing. So before we move on, let me do this real quick. Click on this. Let me get a save going over here. And let's share this. To Suzie and Aaron Lee. If I could just spell correctly. And paste it, and bam. There we go with that. I'm loving it. So here we go. Suzie Lee now facing off against Angela Starr, making her debut into the WCW Universe. Suzie Lee, followed by Aaron Lee, followed by Agent Destined, and another member of the channel. But here we go. No King or Queen of the Ring implications.
One fall, making her way to the ring from Smithfield, North Carolina. The Suzie Lee.
So Suzie Lee making her way down to the ring right now. Debut match in our Universe Mode. Debut match in the WCW. Will be facing off against another subscriber to the channel, the wife of Eagle Star, Angela Star, to try to establish where she is going to start falling in line and where the championship matches could come from.
And representing the Order from Birmingham, Alabama, Angela Starman.
Angela Star now making her way down, as well a member of the Order of the Phoenix. Right now trying to get the message to send. Message hasn't sent as of yet, but maybe we can get that message sent before too long. We'll have to keep an eye on that, see how that's working out for us. So here we go. No title belts on the line. No Queen of the Ring implications. But Suzie getting off to a quick start. Look at this. Angela. Remember, Angela, former SmackDown Women's World Champion. Will she start getting back into that form here tonight? Will she start making inroads against Suzie? Or will Suzie get off on the right foot here in the WCW Universe? Definitely we'll have to see, but quite the match, quite the first match. If you had to start off your career, you're going to start it off against a former Women's World Champion. So will Suzie be able to step up and take control of this, or will Angela Star get going on the right track herself? Definitely something we're going to have to keep an eye on right here. But right now, Suzie off to a pretty fast start. Referee, remember, you can still win this match. Referee getting the count going right now. And look at that. Suzie going for the maneuver. Angela, though, whipping her up over that top rope, and now chasing her out onto the side. Remember, and you can kind of see where the tape is running along that floor. You've got a concrete floor and very thin paper padding. And right there, that's not even padded. But Angela Star taking it back in to the ring. Suzie trying to get back to her feet. Referee, of course, getting in the way. Suzie taking advantage of the referee, though, right now. Tried to deliver that kick and then kind of jumped up out of the way. And now Angela Star going for the pin, getting the 2 count on Suzie. Thinks she kind of shocked her on that one. But Angela keeping the offense going. Hits her with it again. And look, when you're in your first match, you don't exactly know what to expect. So now you're kind of in the middle of all of it. Angela started playing it up to the crowd. Suzie trying to get to her feet. Gets her, bulldogs her right back down to the ground, runs, grabs the leg. 1, 2, and gets a 2 count. So look, this match probably a lot closer than even Angela Star thought. Now Suzie gets her, picks her up. And here we go. This is her finisher. She might win it right here. 1, 2. And still only a 2 count, but wow. Now Suzie getting her, running her back up into the thing. Referee, of course, getting into the way because that's like what he does or what they do. Angela Star, though, getting the better of this. Now takes her. Smashing her down, picks her back up. Oh, went to kick her with that roundhouse kick. Suzie ducks it, gets her, takes her, clotheslines her now, rolls up the leg. Thought she might have even tried to use that, kind of go for one of those dirty pins, but Suzie not doing it. Telling Angela what's about to happen. And Angela now fights through that. Takes Suzie now, puts her up against those ropes. Throws her outside the ring. What's Angela doing here? Bounces off the ropes. Oh! Suzie gets her with a big right cross. Gets back in the ring. Lets the crowd know, hey, things are about to go in a different direction. But look at this, Angela still fighting through. So both of these women fighting back and forth. Reversal after reversal. But finally, missile dropkick right to the face. Suzie now setting her up. Stomping on the hands. And now smashing her face right into the mat. Angela, though, getting ready. Does a little flippity-doo-dah. Angela setting up for her finisher now. Picks her up. This might be it. Suzie tried to get out of the ring, but Angela grabs the leg too. And Suzie still finds a way to kick out into, now crawling into the corner. Look at Angela getting rid of one of the top turnbuckles. Suzie ducks out of the way and now uses that top turnbuckle that has been exposed against her. Not once, but twice. And Suzie saying maybe you shouldn't have took that off. Angela, she's probably thinking she shouldn't have took it off either. Suzie starting to get fired up now, going out after Angela, picks her up, throws that arm into that very thin mat, attacking the head. And is she going to find a way right here to end this match, to end the debut match that she has, and come away with a win? Takes her, throws her into that sidebar right there. Yeah, there is a little bit of padding, but you can see the exposed seal on the back side of that. Angela getting back to her feet, trying to get back in the ring. Both women trying to get there. Suzie, even though she got there last, grabs her first and got thrown into that exposed buckle finally. Used it against Angela for a while. What? Oh. DDT, but look how fast she got back up. Almost got the kick in. And look at this, back and forth. Both of these women go where they stop. Only the referee knows. Big power slam goes, rolls the leg. Could this be it? 1, 2. And Suzie still kicking out. In 2.5, Angela, I don't think she can even believe it, but she is going to go one more time. Referee finally notices what's going on with that post. Angela setting up, and if she gets this in, this might be all over but the crying. Goes now, rolls up the leg. Referee sees it. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to tell you right now, no matter which woman would have won or lost, you can't be sad. You can't be sad or mad about the state of that match. One of the best matches we have seen tonight. Match could have gone either way. And that match probably goes a long way to help both women out, climb up the rankings. But now we are on to the next triple debut match. We are going to see Jake Plague, a member, the newest member of the channel, Aaron Lee, Susie's husband, and Agent Destined all making their debuts here tonight against a member of D-Generation X, Coyote Cam. Haven't seen a lot from him yet this season either, but Falls Count Anywhere. Things are going to happen any way that they're going to happen. Who is going to win tonight? Put your guesses down in the comments section. Who do you think is going to come out on top tonight?
Count Anywhere match. Making his way to the ring, representing the new foundation from wherever he wants. Weighing in at 228 pounds, the virus, Jake.
Jake Plague now making his way down to the ring. Jake uploaded one of his wrestlers. We did some extra stuff. Kind of totesified his wrestler, but all the same ideas that Jake had. But it is very interesting to see what is really going to happen with him.
From Smithfield, North Carolina, weighing in at 237 pounds, bad boy Aaron Lee.
Aaron Lee, I'm going to tell you right now, I wish I could show you a picture of him. That is very, very close to what he looks like in real life. So, like, you look at his face, it's very close, especially for a video game. But Aaron Lee making his way down to the ring tonight, making his debut. Is he going to be able to pull off a win here tonight?
And representing the new foundation from Rio Grande Valley, Texas, weighing in at 185 pounds, Aiden Destined.
Agent Destined in the chat right now making his way down to the ring. Kind of has that Zorro type look to him. But also has the agent on him as well. Look at this entrance. I'm going to tell you what. Quite the entrance going on right here. There are some highly timed things that just happened in that entrance if you didn't notice it. Now we have got to degenerate into something new. They just got tired.
Arlington, Texas, weighing in at 205 pounds, Coyote Camera.
They just got tired of doing what you told them to do, but that's the breaks, boy. Yeah, that's the breaks, little man. Break it down. D-Generation X member Coyote Cam now making his way down to the ring. Probably going to be the smallest wrestler in this match. However, typically our small guys wrestle a lot bigger than they are. So here we go. I'm going to tell you, like, all of these guys are a guy to keep your eye on, but Jake Plague, there are times that guy is on another level. A guy you're going to want to keep an eye on. The lost soul of Jake Plague. Now, you would think that Jake Plague would somehow end up with the Fiend, and maybe that does happen, maybe that doesn't happen. We don't have any information one way or the other whether that will or will not happen, but something, if you listen to the entrances that are quite interesting, it almost seems like Jake Plague and Agent Destined somehow are connected. Now, how that is, we're going to have to wait and find out. Wait and see what happens with that, but we'll see what happens. So Coyote Cam, Aaron Lee on the outside of the ring. Look at the big drop kick inside the ring. But Aaron Lee right now in control of Coyote Cam. Agent Destined trying to get back in control of Jake Plague. Jake Plague, you know, he's got Lost Soul written right across the old buttocks there, but you gotta wonder, is that what he's doing? You know, Eagles are collecting the bounties. Is Jake Plague trying to collect the souls? Don't know, but that's something we're gonna have to keep an eye on for sure. Agent Destined, though, right now, look at what he's doing. Little luchador mania going on. And Coyote Cam just kind of relaxing. Jake Plague trying to get things back in control, back going the way he goes. Look at this. Jake Plague finally getting that thing turned back around now. Jake, if he's watching this later, might notice he had almost every finishing move known to man. We had to switch that up. That doesn't work in this particular universe mode. Aaron Lee now getting down. Look at what he's doing, getting a little elevation on this front headlock, front chin lock. But quite a few things going on in this match already. I was going to say, right now, you know, in all the play testing that I did with Jake Plague, he was pretty dominant with some things. But look at this. This might do it. And a 2 count. Aaron Lee, though, using that guitar right up over Cameron. And look at this. Agent Destined knows how to get the job done. The great equalizer, the sledgehammer of Triple H. And finally, works against him. Aaron Lee now trying to get after Jake Plague. Gets him up, lets him down. Cameron, look at this. Getting a reverse back around. Both of them go roll up the leg. I don't know who they're counting. Looks like they're counting the Cameron. Destin and Jake both kicking out in a 2 count. And now Aaron back up on top of him. Destin gets him. And look, Destin in control. Throws Jake into the referee. Referee giving Jake a slight advantage, but Aaron Lee waiting on him. And Cameron trying to wait in the wings a little bit. Aaron notices that, so uses them as a double team partner. And wisely gets out of the way. Cameron doesn't see Agent Destined on the back side of it. Jake getting back to his feet. Aaron swinging the chair. Throwing a chair. And Aaron firmly in control of what's going on in this match right now. Cameron, though, not having it. Sidestepped Aaron. And everybody's getting thrown into the steps. You get some steps. You get some steps. Everybody gets some steps. Cameron, I thought, was putting a finisher on Agent Destined, but Aaron broke that up. 1. And Jake Plague now trying to assert his own dominance on what's going on. Destined getting back to his feet. Jake doesn't notice it because he's playing it up to the crowd. Destined throws him into the ring. Gets thrown into the ring. Aaron Lee waiting on Cameron. Cameron obliges him and throws him into the ring. And now everybody's trying to get into the ring. Cameron grabs Dad's baseball bat, though. And round we go, but I'm telling you right now, it is starting to feel like we are nearing the end of what is going on. We are also nearing hour 3 of this stream. Aaron Lee throwing the sledgehammer at Cameron, and now gets him. That is Aaron's finisher. 1, 2, 3. And I told you to watch The Lost Soul, but guess what? Not a thing, apparently. Agent Destined now getting taken out by Aaron Lee. Aaron now going after Cameron. Takes him, rolls him up, grabs the leg. Cameron fights through it, though. Destined also getting back to his feet. Aaron throws him out of the way, going after the baseball bat, puts it back down. Can't tell who he's focused on. Cameron trying to jump back in the ring, backs him up, but look, Aaron waiting on him, throws him into the ring. Agent Destined now going, getting a guitar, and look at that! Cameron gets hit with the miss, the poison miss. 2. Somehow kicks out of it, but you can still see the remnants of the poison on Cameron's face. Agent Destined now taking the fight to Aaron Lee, picks him up, hits him 1 time, hits him 2 times, and 1 more back suplex I thought was coming in. No, snapmare. Cameron tries to get onto Agent, but Agent goes to roll up the leg very wisely, uses Aaron Lee to block. Cameron now going, rolling up the leg. 1, 2, and only a 2 count. Aaron Lee, though, waiting on Cameron right here. Cameron now fighting through it. Agent Destined backing up, letting him know what time it is. Says the price of tea in China doesn't even matter. Cameron says, oh, I think it might. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3. And goes to roll up Aaron. 1, 2. And Aaron kicks it out in 2. Holy Moses. Quite a barn burner match. Tries to throw Aaron into the steps. Aaron now fighting through it. And throws Cameron into the steps. Referee backing up. I mean, she's on top of the action, but trying to stay out of the way as much as she can. Thought Aaron might have been going to try to clear off that table, but ends up not clearing it off. And a 2 count on Cameron. So here we go. Looked like Aaron was going for the chair. Cameron trying to get back to his feet. Aaron now has the guitar. Cameron getting back into the ring. Gets the sledgehammer. Hits Aaron with the sledgehammer. Throws it down. Now rolls up the leg. 1. And kicking out in 1. Last match, main event of the evening, down to the debut of Aaron Lee. Cameron fights through that one. Thought he might have had him, but look, here we go. It's Aaron's finisher. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, D-Generation X proudly brings to you your soon-to-be tag team champions of the world, the Road Dogg Jesse James, the Badass Billy Gunn, the New Age Outlaws. And if you ain't down with that, Cameron's got 2 words for you. You know what they are. So Cameron fighting through it right now, and Aaron taking the baseball bat to him. Is that going to be enough? 2, 3, and Aaron Lee ends up winning in his 4-way debut.
Here is your winner, Bad Boy Aaron Lee.
Aaron Lee winning in his debut, so watch out for him. Watch out for all of them. But guys, that is going to do it for us here tonight. We have now gone over the 3-hour mark for only the second time in 111 episodes. Make sure you drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notifications, subscribe, share the video. We are now over 1,000 subscribers. And I appreciate everything you guys have done. As much of an accomplishment as it would be for me, it is for us. It is our accomplishment. Love it. Love you guys. And we will catch all of you in the next one. What is going on, Eagle Star? Peace.